Can I ask Cabinet members to take their seats, and we'll get underway fairly quickly. Okay, it is 7 o'clock, and I think we need to get underway with the Cabinet meeting. I don't think we're all present yet, but I suspect we will be in a very short period of time. First of all, welcome to the extraordinary meeting of Cabinet, and we're here tonight simply to discuss one issue, and that is the submission of the draft local plan. But before we move on to that, can I just remind you of some housekeeping matters? First of all, may I remind members that they will need to raise their hand to indicate their intention to speak. Lucy and I will take a note and will invite you to speak in turn. Please click on your microphone just to check that you can be heard by colleagues. And should a disturbance arise, and I'm sure that won't happen at any point during the course of the debate, I may need to adjourn the meeting. So let's move on to the business of the evening. And first of all, I have no apologies for absence, and I think all Cabinet members are now present. Do I have any disclosures of interest? No, that's fine. So we can move on to item 3, the submission of the draft local plan to the Secretary of State for Levelling Up Housing and Communities. Can I ask the Cabinet member for planning, Councillor Margaret Cooksey, to introduce this item?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, colleagues, tonight is a really important milestone for the progress of the local plan, and our decision to recommend to Council that we move to submission of all the documents to the Inspectorate is crucial. I'm not going to make a long speech at this point, as you've all heard the arguments on a regular basis, and I need to deliver the information at Council in a few moments. However, there is a drafting amendment that I need you to agree to before putting it to Council. And that is, I'd like to propose a small change to recommendations 2 and 3, amending the wording of the delegation, replacing Deputy Chief Executive with Executive Head of Service with responsible for planning policy. Whilst a small change, this brings the wording in line with the scheme of delegations as set out within the Council Constitution. And I'd just simply like to move the recommendations that Cabinet recommend these 3 important issues to Council later this evening. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, thank you. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Salmon? Do you wish to speak, Councillor Salmon?
No, I think it's pretty well been said.
Okay, thank you. Does any Cabinet member wish to speak at this stage? I'm sure everyone will have an opportunity later in the evening. If that's the case, and I have no further speakers, then I'll put that motion. Will Cabinet members agree to that, to those recommendations, including the amendment?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Thank you very much. Now that means I can bring this Cabinet meeting to an end at 4 minutes past 7, which I think is a new record. It actually beats the 7 minutes we had in September. So thank you very much indeed.